for this next chapter that they are writing in their love story. When I asked this couple to share their love story with me, I was overwhelmed by the genuine admiration and love that they share. Katie and Stephen's love story began almost 8 years ago, and when I asked them about their first impressions, they answered with thoughtful stories of intrigue, interest, and love. Stephen was taken back by Katie's beauty and confidence. Katie was intrigued by Stephen's gentlemanly demeanor. Like most new couples, they filled their days getting to know one another, leisurely and deeply falling in love. It was Robert Fulgham who wrote, "From the moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in a very informal way." All of those conversations that were held riding in a car, over a meal, during long walks, all of those sentences that began with, "when we are married," and continued with, "I will, you will, we will." All those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe. All of those promises and unspoken matters of the heart, these are the things and more that is the real process of a wedding. Katie and Stephen's proposal was not exactly as Stephen had planned. He intended on a romantic dinner out with his future wife and his brother and his wife. They arrived at the restaurant, and Katie's brother was currently the head chef there. Midway through their meal, a tray of champagne and desserts arrived at the table, which Katie thought, that's a little bit odd, but assumed it was because they were celebrating Tim and Stephen's birthdays. Moments after the champagne had been served, the manager comes over to the table to congratulate the lucky couple. Whoops. Stephen had not popped the question yet, so the cat was out of the bag, so to speak. Stephen nervously knelt down before Katie, quietly asked her in almost an embarrassing whisper, "Will you marry me?" And of course, Katie replied ecstatically with a yes. So as you may imagine, they all shared some really deep belly laughs about how the manager, pretty much ruined the surprise. But didn't ruin this beautiful opportunity that we have before us here today. In this moment, Katie and Stephen, you are proclaiming your love and commitment to the world. And we are gathered here to celebrate the new life that you are about to undertake together. This couple has built their love upon foundation, kindness, and compassion. These qualities are not always easy to practice, but I would encourage you both to keep them close to your hearts, always. The union of marriage is a special place, as well as a state of being. It is a place for safety, a place that you can always call home, a place where you will always be free to express your genuine thoughts, feelings, and emotions with each other. It is a promise that you will always be there for your partner. To make this relationship work, it's going to take more than love. It takes trust in your hearts to know that you want only what's best for each other. It also takes dedication to stay open and to learn and grow even when it's difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward without knowing what the future holds for either of you. While love is our natural state of being, These other qualities are not as easy to come by. They are not a destination, but rather a journey. The true art of married life is an inner and spiritual journey, a mutual enrichment, a give and take, a mingling of two personalities, a mingling of two souls that diminish neither, but rather enhance both. Katie and Stephen, do you pledge to help develop each other's hearts and minds, cultivating compassion, generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiasm, concentration, and wisdom as you age and undergo the various ups and downs of life, and transform them into a path of love, joy, compassion, and equanimity? If so, please say, we do.
We do.
Do you pledge to persevere and enrich the affection that you have for each other and to share it with each other in all beings? To take the loving feeling that you have for one another and your vision of each other's potential and inner beauty as an example, and rather than swirling inward and becoming self-absorbed, to radiate that love outward to yourselves, to one another, and to all beings. If so, please respond by saying, we do.
We do.
Do you, Stephen, promise to love, cherish, work day and night to bring happiness to Katie? Do you promise to practice generosity, morality, using patience and joy in all that you do? Also remembering to be mindful and using wisdom to treat Katie and all others with loving kindness and compassion for all the time that you are together, knowing that this marriage will only be as good as the two of you make it. Do you, Katie, promise to love, cherish, work day and night to bring happiness to Stephen? Do you promise to practice generosity, morality, patience, and joy in all that you do, using mindfulness and wisdom to treat Stephen and all others with love and kindness for all the time that you are together, knowing that this marriage will only be as good as the two of you make it?
I do.
When I asked you both to share with me what you loved about your partner, your responses just simply made my heart sing. So I wanted to share those responses with you, your guests, and your family that are present here with us today. Katie, Stephen loves that you are so caring. You are his best friend. You are always there to support him when he needs it. He values your insight and your thoughtful solutions to his problems when they may arise. He is also grateful for the balance in your relationship and your leadership and responsibilities that are shared, hand in hand, with your partner always in mind. Stephen, Katie is also your best friend. She knows that she can confide in you and that you will always be there to support her. She loves that you are loyal, dedicated, honest, and hardworking, and that you could do anything in the world to take care of your family. You absolutely would. You always make her laugh when she needs it. She loves your goofy sense of humor. You are the world's best hugger, and she loves your adorable and contagious smile. She values your strong faith as it inspires her to grow in her own faith. She knows that you are an amazing partner and feels overwhelmed by the opportunity to spend the rest of her life with you. The wedding ring is a symbol of infinity and eternity. Bless these rings and their unbroken wholeness. They are the tokens of the continuity of your love. May their shining substance always be a symbol of the enduring trust and affection that you share. They are a visual reminder of this magical moment and the vows that you are about to exchange. It is your words, your intentions, and your vision that must shape, create, and define this marriage. So I call upon each of you now to state your promise before me, the pledge that will unite you and that you will take across the threshold of life. Because after these words are spoken, you are saying to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. Please look into your partner's eyes and repeat after me while placing the ring upon her finger.
With my whole heart,
I take you, Katie,
I take you, Katie,
to be my lawful
to be my lawful, what? Yeah, lawful.
lawful
Wait, what? Sorry. My bad.
acknowledging and accepting your faults
Acknowledging and accepting your faults
and your strengths
and your strengths
as you do mine.
as you do mine.
I promise to be faithful
I promise to be faithful
and supportive
and supportive,
and to always make our families love
always make our families love
and happiness one forever.
and happiness our forever.
I will be yours in sickness and in health,
I'll be yours in sickness and in health,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in good times and in bad,
for good times and bad,
in joy and in sorrow.
in joy and in sorrow.
I will dream of you.
I'll dream of you,
I will laugh with you.
I'll laugh with you,
I will walk beside you
I'll walk beside you,
through whatever life may bring.
whatever life may bring. Kate,
For this ring,
with this ring,
I offer you my heart
I'll give you my heart
and my soul.
and my soul.
May its presence on your hand
May its presence on your hand
be a constant reminder
be a constant reminder
of the vows that we are taking today.
of the vows we're taking today.
Please look into your partner's eyes and repeat after me while placing the ring upon his finger. With my whole heart,
With my whole heart,
I take you, Stephen,
I take you, Stephen,
to be my lawful
to be my lawful wedded husband,
acknowledging and accepting your faults
acknowledging and accepting your faults
and your strengths
and your strengths
as you do mine.
as you do mine.
I promise to be faithful
I promise to be faithful
and supportive,
and supportive,
and to always make our families love
and to always make our families love
and happiness
and happiness
my priority.
my priority.
I will be yours in sickness and in health,
I will be yours in sickness and in health,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in joy and sorrow.
in joy and in sorrow.
I will dream of you.
I will dream with you.
I will laugh with you.
I will laugh with you.
I will walk beside you
I will walk beside you
through whatever life may bring.
through whatever life may bring.
Stephen, with this ring,
With this ring,
I offer you my heart
I offer you my heart
and my soul.
and my soul.
May its presence on your hand
May its presence on your hand
be a constant reminder
be a constant reminder
of the vows that we are taking today.
of the vows that we are taking today.
We have witnessed Stephen and Katie exchange rings and vows. Now we shall witness one final ritual that will seal their commitment and marriage with the cords of 3 strands ritual. Each strand has a significant meaning. The silver strand represents God. The navy strand represents Stephen and his life. The white strand represents Katie and her life. In braiding these 3 strands together, Stephen and Katie are demonstrating that their marriage is more than joining of their 2 lives. It also is the unity that they have bonded with God. They have chosen to allow God to be the center of their marriage, and it is woven into every aspect of it. With Ecclesiastes 4-12 that reads, "Though one may not be overpowered, two can defend themselves. The cords of 3 strands may not quickly be broken." This morning, Stephen and Katie are woven together by God in marriage as one. It was God who taught us love, and by keeping Him in the center of your marriage, His love will continue to bind you together throughout all of the years. Please remember to keep your faith at the forefront of your marriage, not just today, but always. Good job. Great job. The presentation was excellent. You each have pledged your lifelong commitment of love and devotion by the authority vested in me by the great state of Ohio, and in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now share your first kiss as husband and wife. It is with great pleasure that I get to present to you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Palmer.